guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hi, hello, my name is Maddie and welcome. So today's video is going to be testing out some new products from the brand Profusion. I've seen this brand at a couple of places and I was like, maybe I should test that out to see if it's worth it, because these products are very inexpensive and I wanted to see if they were good for the price tag that came along with them. So if you want to see how I made this look and what I think about these products, then just keep watching. Alright, so as you can tell, I already did my foundation and concealer and eyebrows because I don't have any of that to test out today, but we are just going to dive into these exciting palettes and I'm excited to try this brand out. We're just going to start with eyes. So I got two palettes from Profusion that are eye palettes. One of them is like a smaller eye palette that looks like this. It comes with 9 shades and the pan is giant. And then the other one I got is this also giant eyeshadow palette. I don't know if you can see it. There are 24 eyeshadows in here. It comes with a brush, which I'm going to take out for purposes. Here's the little brush. And then here are the 24 eyeshadows. Both of these palettes look really awesome. I'm excited to try them. So I'm just going to do a few swatches before I put it on my eyes. The shadows feel really buttery and creamy when I am touching them though. And that just blended out like a high-end eyeshadow, and I kid you not, like, look at that. Okay. It was a little chunky. And there are fine glitters within there, but it honestly wasn't that bad. This brand is pretty cheap. Like, I'm not saying their products are cheap because I haven't tried them out, but the brand in general is pretty affordable. Like, I think this was $10 and it comes with 24 eyeshadows and a brush. It's like, whoa. Now I'm just going to swatch this one to see what they're all about because, I mean, honestly, I can create a look with that one, but I kind of want to use both since I did buy both. So I'm just going to swatch this shade right here. See, it's like a really cool toned brown. Oh, it looks more purple on. But like, this is just one swipe of the eyeshadows and they look beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna zoom you in and then we're gonna work on these eyes. Okay, so like I already said, my eyes have been, what did I say? My eyes are primed. I'm just going to set that primer now using this shade in the little palette, Gentle, right here. They have names, so that's really nice. And none of these palettes came with a mirror. I mean, if that bothers you, just don't get the palette, I guess. It doesn't personally bother me because I have a mirror and because the brand is already so affordable anyway that I feel like, you know, it doesn't bother me. I have other palettes that have mirrors in them, so. Pop into the Naturals palette. This is what really caught my attention. Since it did come with a brush, I am going to use the brush. I'm going to go into the shade Likeable right here, and I'm just going to take this and run it through my crease. There is kind of some fallout on these shadows, but again, fallout doesn't really bother me unless it's like super excessive. Okay, so that shade barely showed up. So I'm going to go into this shade right here called Attached, and I'm going to try and run this through the crease. Okay, there we go. We got some pigmentation. This brush isn't too bad either. It's pretty dense for like a crease brush, I would think, but that's okay. It should be packing on the color more. We're going to go back into the other eyeshadow palette right here. And I'm going to take just the same crease brush and I'm going to go into the shade right here that is called Trust. So I'm just going to run this through the crease as well. I'm going to go back into the Naturals palette again and I'm going to go into this color right here called Fearless. It's the orange in the palette. I think I'm going to try to do a halo eye today, so pray for me. But I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner. It isn't too terribly pigmented for the orange, but again, like talking about color payoff versus price, I don't think it's bad. I'm just going to take this clean brush, it doesn't have a name, that's just in my collection, and I'm going to blend to make sure everything looks flawless. I will say that these eyeshadows are blending fairly well. I feel like I'm gonna have to be a little careful on this orange shade or else it's kind of Like, I don't know if you can see that. It blended very easily, but it's also kind of blending away. I'm just going to go back in and try to build that color up a little bit again. I'm not the best at halo eyes, but I've done them before. I definitely think you have to work with this palette. Again, the pigmentation for this eyeshadow is just not giving it to me. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the most pigmented thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to try to go into this shade Outspoken. That's at the top right here. It's kind of like this burnt red color. And I'm going to try to use that to see if it works. And I know it probably looks crazy right now, but it's fine. We're working with it. I'm just going to take this clean brush again and blend out the edges. And I'm sorry for my makeup faces. They just happen to go like that. I just feel like while I'm blending, trying to blend the crease, it's like blending it off my eyeball instead of keeping the pigmentation there. I don't know if you see what I'm saying, like it was a little more pigmented here and here, and then I was just trying to blend it out in the crease a little bit, and it's like disappearing. But it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna go for our shimmer now. I think I want to put this one, Enchant, the one that I swatched earlier, on the eyes. So I'm just gonna take the brush that came with it, the flat shader side, and dig into this color and then just plop it right in the center of the eye. So I'm just gonna do the other thing, the same thing to the other eye. When I'm dipping my brush in the palette, the eyeshadow's kind of like coming off chunky, like it's not very smooth. And I'm not trying to hate on this palette. I really want this to work. I think I'm actually going to go in with a different shimmer. I think I'm going to go in with this shimmer, Excited, and right here. It's more of a gold shimmer. I just think that the gray shimmer doesn't look too exciting on my lid. But I don't know if I can fix what I already did. It's fine. So the colors on the outer corner and inner corner, they're still there. They're just not as pigmented as they once were. They blended out completely. The shimmer is not very shimmery. It's there. I can see it, but it's not as pigmented as I would have wanted it to be. It's still not a bad eye look, and I don't think this palette is absolutely horrible. It's definitely not my favorite palette I've ever used, but it's not bad, and for the price, I honestly don't think it was that bad. I'm just going to move on to my bottom lash line. I'm just going to take this shade Attached again right here and run this along my bottom lash line. And that's all I'm really going to do for the bottom lash line because I don't want anything too crazy. I actually added some eyeliner and mascara from my own collection because I didn't get any from Profusion. But we're just going to move on. So I got a highlighting and contour palette, a blush palette, and then a blush and bronzer palette. So I think I'm going to go into the blush and bronzer palette first. False alarm. I can't open it. What? Oh. I opened it. So it comes with 6 blushes and 3 bronzers slash contour-ish type things. Here are the colors right here. And it came with a little brush. I think I'm going to go in with medium bronzer. Maybe I'll just mix the two. And then just bronze. Okay, run it down my neck a little bit. Make everything look tanner than we are. So I don't think it's horrible. It's not my favorite bronzer. It definitely does give you a light wash of color. I did mix the two, medium bronzer and light bronzer, together and put it on my face, and I am fairly fair, so I don't think it would work for like deeper skin tones. So I'm just gonna pop into the highlighting and contour palette. This comes with 5, looks like highlighters, and then 1 contour over here. I'm just gonna take the brush that was in the other palette and I'm gonna dip into the contour, try and carve out some cheekbones here. Alright, so I'm just gonna take a clean brush, mostly clean brush, and just kind of blend it in a little more, just because I don't want it to be super harsh. So I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a little bit patchy right here. It doesn't look patchy on this side to me. I don't think it looks horrible. I think it's okay. Did pretty well, blended out fairly well. So now I'm going to go for blush. There are so many blushes and I'm so excited. So here's the blush palette, but then I also have the blush and bronzer palette that I was in a minute ago that I can't open for some strange reason. There are also these 6 blushes. I'm going to use this blush palette since I already used the other one, and I'm going to dip in the shade Lush here. It's this shade right here at the top. And tap tap. I said I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to dip into this one and go into this color up top called Splendid. I think this blush is very pretty. I did mix the two, but I think it's pretty. Okay, just to make sure everything is like even, I'm going to go back with my clean brush and just blend a little bit. Make sure everything looks flawless and blended. So I have the highlight and contour palette right here. I'm going to swatch a few of them just because I don't know which like highlight it is, and they look pretty glittery. Oh, okay. Here are 3 of the colors right here. One's very pinky, one's like orange, and one's like yellow. So I'm just gonna mix it. I'm gonna take the first one, Heartfelt, and the second one, Impulse, and just mix these 2 together. It doesn't look bad to me. I actually really like that. The 2 mixed together. I think it looks really good. Alright, the last thing I have to do is lips. Here's the lip set that I got. This is the Kiss Me Up 6 Velvet Matte Lipstick Set. And there's just 6 matte lipsticks in here. I have swatched the lip colors, and here they are. Of course, I'm going to just go in with the nude. I feel like there's not a lot of color payoff though. Like when I'm dragging it on my lips. I feel like I keep dragging it and then nothing's going on. So there is the lip color. I honestly felt like I had to drag the lipstick over so many times to get any color payoff on my lips. It doesn't feel like super drying. It feels actually kind of moisturizing. Guys, that is it for this video. I'm going to do a quick run through. I think that the lipsticks are okay. The color payoff is iffy. I'll keep using them to see if they do any better, but they weren't bad. And we'll see where we go from there. So the 2 eye palettes, I wasn't actually very impressed with either one of these. I think this one was better than this one overall, but the shimmer in this just didn't work. Either one of them really didn't really show up. I didn't wet my brush, so I will try it with that. But the colors kind of just blended away when I was trying to work with it. I'll keep using these 2 to see if I like them any better, but for right now, they were kind of a miss for me. The highlighting and contour palette, I really liked this highlight. I think it worked well. It doesn't look chunky on the face. The contour in this, I think it was pretty good. It's not my favorite. Okay, and I think the 2 blush palettes were actually pretty good. I really love blush anyway, and I think they blended out beautifully and were very pigmented for what they were. So yeah, I think these were great. I'm sorry if you hear stuff in the background. My sister's actually singing right now, but I had to film this, so yep. Alright guys, and that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. These products weren't bad. I really did enjoy testing them out, and I always love finding new drugstore brands to see if they are worth it. I'm not telling you you need to go out and buy these products now, but I don't think they were bad for the price tag that comes along with them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you've tried any of these products and what you thought about them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm just gonna take this. I'm so bad at this.
But are you still recording?
Yes.
Can I get in a picture? Hi, bud.
This is my sister. You just touched all the lipsticks. Now they're all over your hand.
Is that my face?
So sorry. No, you just touched my hand. I went like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.